Power play near circle. Schreiber. He's going to shoot. Scores! Will Schreiber roofs a wrist shot past Sebastian Wigfield, and it's a tie game. Here's a shot deflected, still loose side of the net. Follow-up shot, it scores! Nicholas Malinik finds the power play goal 15 seconds into the man advantage. Pick at the blue line, now the strength of Gabal. Here's Brady with a shot and scores on the 2-on-1. So Loyola comes right back. And the 6th SHL goal for Grady makes it 1-1. It's down to our left.
Rockland's right, you can get the fucker's boom on the boards.
Oh, it shoots and scores! The shot from Michael Latanzio from the far point just went through a bunch of traffic and over the shoulder cast, and it's 2-1 Loyola. Loyola buzzing, sharp angle, holding, Gustafsson, shoot, scores! Jack Gustafsson with a brilliant play the side of the net, makes it 3-2 Loyola. Hopping off the bench is kneeling, Gustafsson trailer, good stick, backhanded shot, still loose, Loyola wins! Jack Gustafsson finds a loose puck, and the Ramblers win it 2-1 in overtime. By the post, now below the goal, Snow, side of the net, here's a shot, scores! And the equalizer for New Trier with 4:45 to go makes it 1-1. Skirted by the post, now below the goal, Snow, side of the net, here's a shot, scores! And the equalizer for New Trier with 4:45 to go makes it 1-1. You felt that coming, Tyler. You felt so much of this period has been played so far in the G. Skates right in on net. He draws, forehand, scores! Blake Faulkner gets it done for the Trevians. Carries the puck. He skates going down the middle, almost loses the puck, and he misses! New Trier wins! 1-0 in the shootout. We are live from Heatland Ice Arena for the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast where the game really needs no introduction. New Trier, Loyola, a rivalry that runs deep here on the North Shore. Alongside Casey Standahar and Dylan Ward, I am Max Anderson, and along with our all-star technical crew, we will have all the live game action for you here from Lincolnwood. The game has plenty of hype regardless of the records, but tonight New Trier enters as number 3 in the state, while Loyola enters as the top-ranked team in the state of Illinois. This will be the first time these two teams meet this season. For more on New Trier's approach, we're going to send it down to ice level where Casey Standahar standing by with New Trier head coach Bob Melton.
Thanks, guys. Coach, you've been held to 2 or fewer goals in 4 of the last 5 games in league play, but you like your defensive efforts. What is this team need to do early to set the tone?
Well, I think we got to get off to a good start. We can't let Loyola score early. Everyone's nervous for this game, so hopefully we can get 3, 4, 5 minutes going, and then after that, I think we'll settle down. We just got to sustain their top line. They're very good. If we can hold them in check, I think we got a good chance.
You said it's about your players and about bragging rights. How badly does your team want to go home tonight with bragging rights?
Oh, I think both teams want to go home with bragging rights, and like I said, this game's all about the kids. I mean, this is a lot of them played together growing up. New Trier Loyola, I mean, it's just a historic game, and but yeah, they're pumped up. They want to win, but I know Loyola wants to win just as bad.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Lauren. And if it's any indication here tonight of how loud it is, you saw the way Casey and Bob there had to lean into each other and almost mouth the ear in order to hear each other. It's so loud in here tonight. Completely sold out Heatland Ice Arena. Bringing Dylan Ward here, doing your color duties for the evening. Dylan, a crazy atmosphere, but the game itself, 2 critical points for these 2 teams as well.
Yeah, you said it, Max. First time meeting of this regular season. These 2 rivals have never had to wait longer than December 11th to play each other since 2014 for the first time of the season. Casey was talking to Bob Melton a little bit about their scoring struggles. She mentioned that they were held to 2 goals or fewer in 4 of the last 5. In general, New Trier has only had the lead for 7 minutes, 4 seconds in the last 3 games, and that was during the 3rd period against OPRF, second worst team in the league. So New Trier looking to get their scoring back to normal here against the rival.
You heard it in the opening there with Casey talking about it with Coach Bob Melton. They haven't been scoring a lot of goals. They scored 6 in a game against GBN nearly a month ago now, and ever since it's been pretty much 1-goal games the entire way. So defensively they're going to have to be locked in, and they're going to need their top guys like Buddington and Hawkins on the back end to really come through. Tyler Smith with 2 goals just a couple of nights ago. Offensively, going to be looking to some of those guys.
Yeah, Tyler Smith looking to keep that nice little streak alive. Unavailable for the Trevians tonight is going to be Vincent Enright, not able to play. Dean Lawrence is going to start in net over on the green side. As for gold, Sam Rohde and Charlie Bain both out with injury. Unfortunately not participating in this matchup. Ciaran O'Brien, the starter for the gold team.
And you talk about a key loss, Sam Roddy, top-line defenseman for this Loyola team, normally plays a good third to close to half the game on the back end for Loyola. Something to watch early is if New Trier could take advantage. But we are circling puck drop here.
Wow, it is loud in here, Max. This is incredible.
It doesn't get much better than this, Dylan. The number 1 versus number 3. 2 critical SHL points on the line. Boersma and ball to take the opening draw, and it's New Trier that takes possession off the draw. Now, Dylan, something always to watch in a rivalry matchup, especially one with this much crowd anticipation, is who settles into the game earlier. Usually see a couple of bad penalties early in the game, sometimes a little bit too hyped up. Something certainly to watch here early.
Yeah, in the last 9 games, New Trier's only scored the first goal 3 times, so they're looking to end that streak and get the first one here against their biggest rival.
Albrighton makes a hit to get the puck out of his zone. Now Boersma carries the puck in for Loyola, goes around one defenseman, shoots, scores! Ryan Boersma finds his 10th SHL goal of the season, and it's 1-0 Loyola.
You said it, 10th goal, now 22 points. You can see it's a coast-to-coast play from the replay over the blue line. Just shoots one, it finds the top right corner. How, I don't know, but 10th of the year, right as I said it now, it's only the first goal in 3 of the last 10 for New Trier Green. Loyola strikes first.
So exactly what Bob Melton previewed before the game could spell disaster. An early goal just 35 seconds into the game, and on Loyola's home ice, they find themselves up 1-0 early. Lillibridge able to take the puck off the draw, drops it deep. Now Hawkins tries to go D-to-D, misses Rabinowitz, but he's able to play the puck in deep, send it 4 checkers in, and Faulkner and Snow, but a quick out by Loyola. Back out into the neutral zone. Lillibridge giving chase. Puck comes into the offensive zone for Loyola. They're not able to set up possession. Ryan Cowan, the senior defenseman and captain for this Loyola team, drops the puck in deep, goes for a change. Now Rabinowitz throws the puck in deep. Side of the net, sharp angle shot right in the kitchen. Faulkner put it up near the shoulder, but not able to get it by.
Max, this is what you said that Coach Melton would be really afraid of. He mentioned it's going to be really close, or they're going to run us out of the building in the first run or two. So this is the fear that he had early on. They're going to have to really match up with Loyola's physicality here.
Yeah, these 2 shifts right now, the one since the goal and the one after, New Trier looking to establish some possession, settle this game down. Back the other way comes Tyler Smith. He skates wide. He'll go backhand shot, save from Ciaran O'Brien. And a follow-up shot, scores from a sharp angle. It's 1-1.
My goodness. Tyler Smith with the first shot attempt. You pull up the replay. O'Brien's getting ready for the shot to come in. It does. He makes the first save. And then right through his 5-hole, New Trier. Man, less than 2 minutes in, already 2 goals, 1 apiece for the Trevs and Ramblers.
Ciaran O'Brien was not expecting a shot there on the second attempt, and it snuck by him. So it's 1-1, and a huge response from New Trier just under 2 minutes into the game.
Coach Melton told me, he's had to put in some of his younger players in past games to send a message when New Trier wasn't playing very well. And you could safe to say that that message has been received in this game early on with that reciprocation there.
Guys, I've done a lot of Scholastic Hockey League games over the years. It has never been this hard to hear in the headset. This place is electric right now, and we have pretty good equipment here, and I can barely hear Casey and Dylan as they give their notes. I don't know about you guys.
Max, I can say the same thing on my end. I'm right next to you, but there's no way I'm hearing you in real life. I can only hear you through my left ear on my headset, and even with that, not that well.
14:34 left here in the first period, 1-1. Fleetwood, a shot from the point, goes wide. Miller was looking for a deflection, just misses his stick. Now forcing it out of the zone, Albrighton. And on comes Baker. Baker goes through the legs, but alertly Kroger swipes it back into the neutral zone. And now looking to settle the puck is Will Cusick. Schreiber will throw the puck in, but not able to get all the way deep. Schreiber able to collect the puck back, but steered off it by Cusick. Back the other way comes Miller. Puck gets in deep. Baltz is going to try his hand at the forecheck. Has a man in Cusick back at the point calling for the puck. He gets it. He's going to shoot. Knocked down in front inside of the knee of Boersma there. That's going to sting. He's going to head towards the bench and take a breather. Going between the legs was Gustafson, but not able to complete the play. Back the other way comes Kroger. Kroger plays in deep. Butler Chesson out in front of the crease. Nearly gets a point-blank chance. Just misses his stick. Back the other way comes Gustafson. And Hawkins steps in to take that puck away. Now colliding at the blue line.
Well, Hawkins and Grady really getting into it there. Sorry, Max.
Shot from Gustafson deflected over the net. Taking it near side, Butler Chesson trying to play it off. Now a check along the boards allows Chesson to carry the puck out. Deflected right at the blue line. Will be offsides if anybody from New Trier plays it. Loyola opts to play on in Grady. Far side board, tries to get it deep, has his stick blocked as he tried to dump it in. Back the other way comes New Trier. Here's Faulkner. Faulkner with speed, tries to go outside circle, trips up as he enters the zone. Michael Latanzio is going to play an increased role here in this game. Now backhanded, nobody in the middle for the pass from Bobby Sharfstein.
Seen Sharfstein do that move a couple of times this season in other games, but just nobody there to tap in that point-blank chance. Good pass, though.
Certainly look at guys like Albrighton and Latanzio to get increased time tonight with Rhodey out. This puck bounces off the boards back in the neutral zone. Faulkner takes a hit, much to the delight of the huge Loyola student section. Now Rabinovitz fouls the puck, takes a hit to drop the puck in deep. Cowan back to play it for Loyola. Now Malinik tries to clear it out. Instead, it's going to go the length of the ice, and this is going to be an icing.
Crazy physical play so far in this game.
I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, GLASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. Of course, Schmidt Goaltending brings you your starting goaltenders tonight. Dean Lawrence for New Trier in his 7th SHL start. A sparkling 1.36 goals allowed average and 93.4% save percentage. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kieran O'Brien getting his 9th SHL start. Has split time with Braden Haney right down the middle. He has a 1.5 goals allowed average. This point-blank shot, good save from O'Brien. And a 91.6 save percentage.
Great goalie matchup for this rivalry game.
Two of the best in the state, no doubt about it. Dean Lawrence and Drew Dirdoff, who split time here in the SHL. No clear winner of that matchup yet. That will probably come in January or February. But two of the top in the state on one side, and Kieran O'Brien, Braden Haney, two of the top in the other side for Loyola.
You know, with Dean Lawrence's, you mentioned it, Max, 136 goals against average, and Kieran O'Brien's 150. It's actually 1 and 2 respectively among the varsity league here in the SHL. So
offensive zone draw coming for Loyola. It's Boersma. Good to see him back on the ice after he took a puck off the inside of the knee. Now Gustafson near side half boards, pestered the entire way by Hawkins. Somehow Gustafson comes out with it, winds up for a shot. The stick of Walker slowed down that release. And out towards the neutral zone. And that's Cadlick who goes D to D. Finds a stick of Will Steele, and he tries to throw it in deep. He's checked as he tries to make the play up ice.
Thought I'd mention this is a brand new Nutria green jersey that they're wearing, the off-white. It looks great. First time ever wearing it.
Speaking of attire tonight, guys, I can't help but look at this two-pack student section here. We've got a Nutria Christmas theme pack student section, and on the other side for Loyola, looks like it's a whiteout. A lot of white beaters over there.
Must be a pretty special view from over there between the benches. No shortage of excitement between these two student sections. I apologize ahead of time for any chants that may come through the stream. We are not responsible, so govern yourselves accordingly.
Good thing this is just YouTube Live, right, Max?
D to D now, bringing out the puck is Kroger. He rink wide to Douthit, but as his puck disrupted at the blue line, Latanzio with an active... Oh, my goodness, puck bounces out right on the doorstep. Took a weird bounce off the boards. Fortunately, Charlie Fritchie was right there. This puck from Fritchie misses the stick and will go the length of the ice for icing, but a crazy bounce there behind the net.
Yeah, and starting that play off, you said it, Landon Douthit. For Landon Douthit, playing for Nutria Green, he's only got 11 points on the season, but that is the leader in points on the Nutria side. Plenty of Loyola players, 6 to be exact, with more points than that. However, Nutria Green, with the fewest amount of games played in the SHL at 14, Loyola has 16 under their belt coming into this one.
Right off the face-off, Faulkner was looking for a penalty, thought he got interfered with as he went towards that. Does not get the call.
Here's the face-off that just took place. Yeah, he tried to get a shot off, was pushed down as he put that one towards the net, but no penalty going to be called, you said it.
Now chance out in front, sprawling is Cowan to prevent a shot on net, keeping it in Rabinovitz. He winds up, fought off by O'Brien into the corner. Douthit winds up, doesn't get a lot on that shot, cleared out over the stick of Max Gabal. Gabal's going to toss this puck in, bounces off the boards. Taken by Lucas Cheris and played out of the zone. Cowan trying to stop the puck at center ice. Just jumps over his stick. Boersma back to support. Now Sauer loses the puck. On comes Loyola and Sharfstein. He carries it through the high slot. Winds up, shoots, deflected well wide. Following it up, Cadlick. His shot deflected by Miller. Now side of the net, Malnick shoots. Big pad save and chipped out of the zone. You're seeing both teams really active in shooting lanes right now. You've probably seen 5 or 6 blocked shots already here tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, 2 goals early in the game. It's kind of cooled off now after those first 2 minutes. But that doesn't mean that there hasn't been a lot of action. By the way these players have been playing on defense, and of course, Lawrence and O'Brien in net, this game could easily be 3-2, 3-3 already at this point.
Now Gustafson tries to go around Kroger, and it was the skate of Kroger that prevented a great move from Gustafson through the neutral zone. Steele gets it wide to Schreiber, and Schreiber opts just to throw the puck in deep, give Gustafson and Boersma a chance on the forecheck. Puck comes bouncing just point blank side of the net. Again, a weird bounce right at the crease. Now we've seen one aside of some active boards coming off.
This game is already this riled up in the first period. If we get down to crunch time and we still find ourselves tied or close in any way, this game, this is a great atmosphere here. North-South maybe a little bit more highly attended, but that's just because it's a bigger rink. This Heartland rink doesn't have a lot of stands, but the ones that are here sure are packed.
No doubt about it. Here's a shot from Fritchie. Deflects side of the net. Backhanded chance from Grady goes wide. Grady in the corner. He's got Latanzio back at the point. He shoots right into the chest of Lawrence. Dylan, you talk about some of these great rivalry matchups we get here on the SHL Network. Of course, GBN, GBS before Thanksgiving, an institution. But in this smaller barn, I'd argue it's even louder in here because of the condensed atmosphere. This is about as rowdy as I can ever remember it.
A lot shorter of a ceiling as well. You see players bleeding off the bleachers and actually going on the glass behind the net, at least behind the New Trier net as of right now.
Here's Fritchie back in his own zone to collect the puck. Misses Gabal at the blue line, so New Trier is able to dump back down. 7:55 left here in the first period. 1-1 our score. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, 1 aside. This is how we're at our score total. Now sharp angle behind the goal line, goes across the crease. Cusick checked as he tries to put the puck in deep by Grady. And it's Walker who fires the puck in deep. It'll be Fritchie to take it. Gabal tries a smart pass, but no one there for Loyola, and again, drop down deep.
Those through the leg passes like that, they sure look cool, but you got to make sure you got a man waiting for the puck on the other end.
Now Schreiber 2-on-1 Loyola if they can get possession. Great stick work at the blue line by Jason Rabinovitz. Now sharp angle, Snow shoots, fouls it, deflects into the corner, and cleared out by Loyola.
Guys, Loyola head coach Scott Cirillo still keeping his calm demeanor on the side that we're used to seeing from him, but you can sense a bit of urgency from him on the bench. He's leaning forward, hands on the hip, crossing his arms. You can tell the pressure from the crowd and the pressure from this New Trier team is kind of affecting him a little bit.
That's a great call, Casey. Scott Cirillo usually a stonewall. Here's Gustafson, fakes a shot, goes between 2 defenders and fires over, but Scott Cirillo usually kind of a statue back there. Not the most vocal coach behind the bench, not his style. But you see the whole Loyola bench, DJ LeVar, every shift talking to his players as they come off the ice. I don't care what these coaches say, this game just means more. This is one of those times, Dylan, where I just don't buy the 2 points thing. Obviously that's important, but a lot of bragging rights in this matchup.
It is crazy when you think about the idea, Max, that a game like this has just as much significance in the standings as a Wednesday night matchup between one of the worst teams in the SHL.
Cheris just a touch early into the zone. That'll be offsides with 5:57 left here in the first.
I like the pace. Not a lot of stoppages. There was at the beginning of the game, but last 4 or 5 minutes, I think maybe 1 whistle in all. He said it just a hair under 6 minutes left here in the first. Tie score.
That puck coming all the way in on O'Brien. And he'll opt to play on, wrapping it hard around the boards is Albrighton. And Zach Waltman in the neutral zone battling a couple of Trevians. Not able to win it. Rabinovitz a big hit. Jars open the penalty door. Now good stick work from Matt St. John as he puts the puck deep here for Loyola. Getting a chance here on the third line for the Ramblers. Not able to sustain possession. Back the other way comes New Trier. Rabinovitz skates wide. Again, Cowan able to calmly play it. Waltman gets it at his blue line, loses it. Buddington able to play it back in deep. Seeing both teams dumping the puck in deep consistently. Want to rely on their forecheck. That's what New Trier and Loyola do really well. Probably the 2 best forechecking teams in the state. And they're going up against each other here tonight.
Yeah, and especially in a rivalry game like this, it just means a little bit more. Talking a little bit about this rivalry from a historical standpoint, it's been Loyola winning 5 straight games so far in the last few times these 2 teams got together. But now with Loyola number 1 in the state, some people thought New Trier Green were going to be the clear number 1s, but at this point, I think it's Loyola from at least my perspective, and a couple of sources verify that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dylan. I think Loyola's looked like the number 1 team in the state so far. Long way to go here in December. That is all going to get decided in February and March. 4:23 left here in the first. Cadlick through the neutral zone misses his man, and Mikey Baker. And Butler Chesson makes a good move around one defenseman. Can't make a move around a second.
Especially to have these 2 teams locking horns for just the first time so late in the schedule already. It's going to set up 2 more SHL League matchups between these 2 sides. right at the end of the stretch when teams are fighting for playoff seedings both in the SHL and the state tournament.
Yeah, we'll have these two teams again on the SHL Game of the Week in early January. I believe it's January 9th, right after the holiday break. And then, of course, this New Trier-Loyola matchup will be featured as part of the high school rivalry series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. That will be at Centennial on the 27th of January. So still some high-profile games to come between these two bitter rivals, separated by just a half a mile up there in Winnetka. Or Wilmette, I should say.
Yeah, it's not just hockey, is it, Max? It's basketball, football.
Yep.
These two teams just hate each other so much.
Chesson loses the puck as he enters the zone. Now pressure on the near side half boards. Latanzio trying to pry loose. Chesson with a shot, loose in the crease, and falling on it is O'Brien. And Fritchie did not like the extra whack that Owen Walker gave his goaltender.
Great chance right there by New Trier Green. Chesson just putting that perfectly on net. The one timing the pass that was handed across by, I think you said it was Sauer or maybe Cheris, but just couldn't get it by Sierran O'Brien, who's been so solid in net all season long.
3:29 left here in the first period, 1-1. Nice off to come to the right of O'Brien. Grady and Snow. It's Grady that's able to win it. Cowan behind the goal. Now Albrighton looking up ice. Just getting a piece of it was Lillybridge to avoid an icing. Now a fortunate bounce for Kroger. Forces that puck out into the neutral zone. Douthit pressuring Cowan. Eventually it's Grady. Grady carries through the neutral zone. Now side of the net. Kroger with a hand pass and missed somehow by all four officials on the ice. Now racing for it, Douthit, but Ryan Cowan's going to win that race. A speedy defenseman. Rink wide, just bounces over the stick of Grady. Now fortunate bounce, here comes Lillybridge. Lillybridge shoots! Good save from Lawrence to keep it 1-1. Faulkner tried to follow it up. That puck hits the linesman, bounces into the New Trier bench, and a neutral zone face-off to come.
You know, something that's made this rivalry, Max, so powerful over the years is how great both these two teams have been so consistently over the last 10, 15 years. These teams combined for the last 7 SHL championships, 8 of the last 10 state titles, which is absolutely incredible. New Trier with the edge, 4-3 in SHL championships and 7-1 in state trophies.
2 elite high school level programs here in the state of Illinois. Trying to keep it in as Cheris, and he's able to. Now following it up, Cadlick. He shoots, knocked down in front by Hawkins. Bouncing over the stick of Steele. He'll just fire it in deep and give Sharfstein a chance in the corner. Cadlick was waiting for it back at the point. Instead, dropped down side of the net is Malinek. Now Baker drops again. Rabinovitz loses an edge. Not able to clear. Steele keeps it in. Shoots, deflects, but well wide. Comes to the corner again. Cadlick pinches in, bounces off the boards. Out comes Buddington. Buddington skates, enters the zone. Smith, but loses it right at the blue line. Cheris will drop it deep, but not able to get any possession. Good move for Malinek. 2-on-2 come Loyola. Pad save into the corner. Malinek battles. Buddington quickly takes it, fires down ice, and that will be an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, GLASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. And we'll be on the lookout here tonight, Dylan, for our Schmidt Goaltending Save of the Game. Of course, presented by Schmidt Goaltending. Visit schmidtgoaltending.com. And tell them the SHL Network sent you to get 25% off your first private goalie lesson.
Something tells me just by the way this game's going and the atmosphere, we're going to get a pretty good one for our save of the game.
I have no doubt we're going to get a marquee moment from one of these two great goaltenders. It's only a matter of time. 1:21 left here in the first period. 1-1 our score. We've been scoreless the last 14 minutes. If you're just joining us, both goals one aside coming in the first 2 minutes of the game. And for Loyola, it was on the first shift of the game that they went up 1-0.
35 seconds in. Great opener by Ryan Boersma.
Kroger able to pry the puck loose. Now behind Cusick, looks up ice, goes rink wide, just missing the stick of Chesson. Following it up now is Baltz. Baltz gets steered off the puck by Cowan, just so strong on the back end for the Gold Sweaters.
Stoppage of play right there for Krager, putting that one into the protective netting right in front of the Rambler faithful, the student section over there to our left. And they weren't happy with the captain of Neutral Green at that.
48.6 left here in the first. Neutral zone draw to come. Face off one. Cowan looks. He tries to find Lillybridge. Ships over the one defender, but taken by Rabinowitz. Kept in by Grady, far half boards. Grady, a nice move. Shot blocked in front by Rabinowitz. Back the other way. New Trier comes 3-on-2. Here's Walker. Walker enters the zone, skates wide. It's steered off the puck. Left, give Rabinowitz a chance in the corner. Following it now, Walker behind the goal. Cowan looks, tries to wrap it around the board. It's going to be kept in for a moment, but forced out by Gabal. 10 seconds left here in the first period. Rabinowitz settles. Walker goes around one defender, not able to go around Max Gabal, who throws the puck in deep, and that will be the end of the first period. So after a frenetic first 2 minutes that saw 2 goals, we finished the first period 1-1.
Yeah, 4 times each for New Trier Green and Loyola Gold being tied after the first period. For New Trier Green, it really goes either way at 2-2 when they find themselves in that position. But for Loyola, a little bit of an odd stat, but when it's a tie game after the first 17, Loyola's won every single one of those games that go into that situation.
We'll see how that trend continues. Take a quick timeout, catch our breath, come back with second period action in just a minute right here on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live.
We'll find out during the break.
Welcome back live. Second period action here, 1-1 after the first period.
Guys, it is so loud over here, but when I was listening in after the first period, you could hear Cirillo for Loyola stressing the importance of stops. He kept saying, defense, guys, defense. He needs his team to go tip to tip. He said his forwards also aren't doing a good enough job getting the pucks behind the net.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I think we've seen tonight so far, it's been New Trier, I think, that controlled more of that first period. Loyola to start, but New Trier certainly in the latter half. Here's a shot from Gabal, rebound point blank, but no one from Loyola ready for it. Gabal gets the puck back to the point, and Ryan Cowan. Here's a shot, knocked down in front. Comes to the corner, and Gabal back to the point, Cowan. Cowan opts to wrap the puck around the boards, rides the rail all the way around. In the corner, Albrighton following it up, shot, point blank, another stuff attempt. And no goal, says the referee, and some pushing and shoving after the play.
Albrighton and the Loyola student section beg to differ. Albrighton on the ice is pointing at the net, and so was Loyola Gold's fans, but I think you're right, Max. Looks like they're going to end up going with the no-goal call. We'll stay tied. Hard to tell from our view if that got over the blue line, or sorry, red line. Dean Lawrence is covering it from our view, but hope they made the right call.
16-11 left. Here's a shot deflected wide. Just getting started here in the second period alongside Casey Standahar and Dylan Ward. I am Max Anderson with the SHL Network crew here live from Heartland. That puck goes far enough for an icing, so an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola.
You know, it's interesting in a rivalry game to not see any penalties in a certain period. No penalties so far after the end of one, but you take a look at New Trier's 110 penalty minutes and Loyola Gold's 130. That's 9th most and 7th most here in the SHL, which is a league of 10. So these teams in general not taking very many penalties.
Yeah, and overall, just penalties in general, these two teams, the two fewest penalties committed in the SHL. Two disciplined teams. You don't have to see that. Chance out in front. Alert pass by Baker, never gets through. And forced out. Now with speed, here comes Cheris. Latanzio steers him off. Good play by Latanzio to cut off the angle and keep it 1-1. But Dylan, you talk about the two fewest penalized teams here in the SHL. Interestingly enough, they're also the first and third fewest power play teams in the SHL. With teams so skilled, usually you see more penalties committed against them. But with these two teams, some of the fewest special teams between the two.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a shocker to me. But then you look over at the penalty kill for New Trier Green. 44 out of 48, sitting at 92%. And
it's an elite number in high school hockey and first in the SHL by, I think, a good 5%.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, number 3 is Glenbrook North. Now Boersma drags the puck, but back-checked and losing it is Rabinowitz. Back to the point, Ryan Cowan. He slaps it in. Rabinowitz behind his own net, goes hard off the boards, bounces to Albrighton, tries to keep it in. But in the effort, sets up New Trier's rush back the other way. Here's Sauer, shoots, and easily into the glove of O'Brien. And Rabinowitz crashing hard on the net. And a little post-whistle skirmish. Let's see if this leads to any penalties. So far, don't see any.
I would be genuinely surprised if there's not at least one on something. Something in that scrum must have been noticed by the official, but I think you're right, Max. Looks like they're going to go with no call on the play, and we'll stay 5-on-5.
The linesman having an extra word with Waltman, who's right in the middle of that fracas. But 14:59 left in the second period. We're still 1-1. Draw to come to the right of O'Brien here with Baltz opposite Grady.
Delay right there.
Neutralized. Eventually coming away with it is New Trier. Turning, firing. But wide was Walker. Baltz in behind. It's Cheris back at the point. Opts to hold it. Drops down below. Chesson. Chance out in front. Puck still loose. No one can get a clean look on it. And Loyola comes the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Grady skates wide. Coming up is Lillybridge and Gabal. Gabal back door. Shoots. Big save by Lawrence to keep it 1-1.
Great chance by Loyola Gold. Oh, boy. What great passing all the way. Just couldn't get it by.
Now Walker plays the puck in behind.
Guys, there is a sign in the New Trier student section that says 50 is a wall. That just proved it with Lawrence's stop there.
An outstanding save. Good eye there, Casey. He's been outstanding thus far. And those students, they know their game. I'm sure some of those other signs you can't repeat. Saw a couple that shouldn't make it on air, but
we'll leave those out. We'll leave those out.
Can't help it if we catch it through our mics. Nothing we can do there, but at least our cameraman can point away.
Oh, big hit as Gustafson and Walker meet each other at center ice. Now settling it is Fritchie, carrying the puck in for the Ramblers. He skates wide from his defensive spot, drops to Gustafson. Now he drops to Grady, winds up, shoots just wide, hard bounce off the boards, but all over it. Locking it down was Cheris. Faulkner finds Douthit. He's checked as he enters the zone, comes back into the neutral zone, and Will Cusick. D-to-D, Kroger looks, knocked down by Schreiber, comes loose to Gustafson with some space in the middle of the ice, goes around one defender in Cusick. Backhanded pass, couldn't get much on it. And back the other way come the Trevians and Snow. Snow goes around Latanzio, way offsides is Landon Douthit. And we'll get a whistle and a neutral zone draw to come.
Gustafson leading the charge on that last rush by Loyola. You could actually see it here. Puts it through two different Trevians defender's legs in a matter of 5 seconds. Unfortunately, he doesn't end up with a shot on goal. Not just him, but his whole team doesn't get a look. But you can see the craftiness from number 34 Gold leads the league in points, and it's no secret why after watching the first period or so of this game.
13 minutes left here in the second period as Boersma, it was a shot just wide. Now Albrighton wraps it in behind. Baker tries to pop it out in front, hits the net instead. Still loose behind the net. Gets it to Cadlick. Now Albrighton winds up, shoots, deflects off the stick. And just high and wide of Lawrence's glove. Kept in at the point. Cowan goes D to D to Albrighton. Albrighton shoots, deflected in front, but not in on net. Now along the near side half boards, 4 bodies come together. Fighting for it, getting it out in front, but just missing the stick of Malinek. Back the other way, tied up behind the play are Kroger and Albrighton. Eventually they're going to rejoin the play. Here they come. Chance right out in front. Stuff attempt, another save by O'Brien. Puck still loose, finally a whistle. And an outstanding save from Kieran O'Brien.
3 shots on goal right there by Joseph Buddington in a matter of 5 seconds. Nutria Green brings the puck up the other way on the rush, and you said it, Krager and another Rambler were trailing the play, but this is a great pass from below the goal line right in front, and there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. O'Brien making all 3 stops, staying sharp in net.
Fleetwood going to get a chance in the faceoff dot opposite Grady. Grady's going to win it back to Cadlick. And Waltman escorts the puck out. Entering the zone now, Matt St. John. Not able to get it past one defender. And forced out. Cadlick will fire it deep and give St. John a chance on the forecheck. Rabinowitz quickly gets the puck to Miller. Now turnover. Here's Grady. Has the puck slide off his stick. Shoots. Blocked out in front. Now Waltman with a follow. Shoots. And another good save from Lawrence. A couple of good opportunities right there in the middle of the ice for Loyola. And a couple of shots on net. Nothing past Lawrence. Hawkins from his D spot skating up ice. Tries to go between the legs of Grady. And a huge collision. And Grady didn't like it. And we're going to get a penalty. That's going to be at least one on Grady.
Now let's take a look at the play. It all started when Nutria rushed the other way. Hawkins was leading the charge right wing side. We take one more look here. You see number 2 on the near side. That's Hawkins. He's going to head to the box. So you can see him from behind the net engage in some roughing. But looks like as he's the only one seated in the penalty box, he's going to be the only man guilty of a penalty. Maybe a tripping call on the goalie or goalie interference. We'll try and get that penalty information for you as soon as possible, but regardless, our first look at the Loyola Gold power play, which you said it, 6th place in the league, 17%.
Face-off draw for Boersma, able to win it back to Cowan. Cowan cross-ice Gustafson, far circle, goes rink wide to Schreiber. Schreiber circles, high slot, looking, shooting, getting a piece of it, still loose side of the net. Gustafson couldn't stuff it home. Gustafson sharp angle, and puck deflects up into the netting, and it's going to be off of Loyola, so the draw to come outside of the Nutria zone, a big advantage for the Trevians.
Nice start there to the Gold power play in just 18 seconds. 2 shots on goal, but they weren't very challenging ones for Dean Lawrence. So the goalie in net, with the stats that he's put up so far in this SHL season and his career for Nutria, he's stopping both those pretty much every time.
11-12 left here in the second period. 1:39 remains in the Loyola Gold power play. This can be possession taken by Rabinowitz and fired down ice. Now leading the rush is Boersma. Will drop to Gustafson. Rink wide to Cowan. Chips it into the zone. Malinek's going to shoot, but wide of the net. Schreiber near side half boards, takes the puck outside near circle. Now a couple of bodies comes to Gustafson. Gustafson checked but holds on to the puck. Drops to Schreiber. Gustafson eventually gets to the stick of Schreiber. He'll drop to Cowan and again cycles the puck back underneath to Malinek. Gets it on to Gustafson. Right back to Malinek. Gustafson skates towards the middle. High slot. Has the puck knocked off his stick. Schreiber still can't get a shot on net and forced out by Walker. Schreiber going to have to collect with 40 seconds left on this power play. 10:06 left in the period. Walker doing a great job of pressuring
Really, just in general, this penalty kill for the Trevs, outstanding so far. You can see that 92% rate on the penalty kill.
Here's Gustafson, far circle, shoots, deflected, knocked down in front, and cleared by Rabinowitz. All the way down to O'Brien. 15 left on the power play for Loyola. They'll try to get one more rush. It's going to be Fritchie that leads it for the Ramblers. Grady goes around one, forechecking forward. I think he had the puck go off the linesman. Bad break for the Ramblers, and that's the end of the power play as Hawkins comes out of the box, back to full strength. Are the Trevians with 9:20 left here in the second period. Kroger chips the puck deep. O'Brien's going to opt to play on.
Just 2 shots on goal for Loyola Gold overall in that power play. They both came in the first 18 seconds of it, and a great penalty kill thereafter by Green to kill the remainder off and stay out of harm's way.
Cusick has the puck taken away by Grady. He's got Baker entering the zone with him, and Max Gabal. Gabal back at the point, tries to keep it in, but forced out by New Trier. Back they come 2-on-2. Fired right in on O'Brien, and O'Brien, with a little bit of pressure in front of him, will drop his glove on it with 8:50 to go and take a defensive zone draw.
Now, those 2 goals early in this game are the only markers, and what's funny is I've seen a lot of chances so far in this game that were much, much better scoring chances than really both goals. Both were a little fluky, taking place in the first 2 minutes. If you're going to have 2 fluky goals in a game like this where you want the winner to be as authentic as possible, at least it was one from each side, and we're still tied.
Yeah, I think both goalies would tell you they probably could have kept each goal out, but you got to figure it canceled each other out there in the first 2 minutes, and it's been 1-1 ever since. Now play behind the goal of O'Brien, back to the point, and Cheris has the puck bounce off his stick, back out into the neutral zone. It's pressured by Matt St. John, had to get rid of the puck quickly. St. John could have had a breakaway. Now Steele gambles. Here comes Buddington in the corner. He's steered off the puck. Cadlick for Loyola. Another weird bounce off that door for the Zamboni. Nearly led to a good chance for the Trevians. What a great angle by Hawkins to steer Sharfstein off the puck. Now Cheris in on the forecheck. Checked by Albrighton in the corner. Trying to pry it loose. And bring it up ice is Sharfstein. Can't get it onto Boersma. Boersma going to give a little bit of chase here to Kroger. Now going around one defender was Douthit, but he's checked off the puck and forced out. Chasing this is Gustafson. He's going to win the race. No, he's not going to win the race down ice. A little bit surprised that was icing. The puck got deflected, I believe, by a New Trier stick here in the neutral zone. The Loyola bench is not happy with that icing call, and I think they're right.
Well, if we're going to get a replay to check on that, but
no replay. I'm almost certain there was 2, a forward and a defenseman, one aside, that deflected that puck right at around center ice.
You know, number 5, Will Krager, has impressed me so much for New Trier Green. He's got 9 points at the defensive position, leads his team in points scored by anybody but a forward, and you can tell he's just such a two-way player. He's always leading the charge offensively. He's the one waiting at the blue line, but he's also playing such good defense, and not just this game, but all year that I've seen New Trier Green.
Kept in at the point by Kroger. Here's a shot. Big pad save from O'Brien. Douthit at a good angle. Calling for it is Schreiber. Good pass off the boards. Well timed by Schreiber. Shoots. Fought off by Lawrence. Along the near boards. What a great pass up off the boards by Gustafson. Schreiber again shoots the stick of Kroger. Deflects that puck up into the glass. Now a battle ensues on the near side half boards. Waiting for it's Fritchie back at the point to drop it back in deep. Gustafson turns, can't get the puck to the middle to Schreiber, and away with it comes Faulkner. Now Cowan and Fritchie. Schreiber absorbs a hit, plays the puck on. Grady shoots, blocked out in front, loose between the circles, but swiped away, kept in by Grady. Gustafson tries to get it back to the point, but stepping in front of it. There's Butler Chesson. Good poke check from Gabal to keep the play loose. Tries another stick lift, but can't keep it in. Walker with speed. Goes around one man. 2-on-2 New Trier. Here's a shot wide of the left post. Chesson plays on Baltz. Baltz and Latanzio go down to the ice. Chesson trying to support. He's able to pry the puck loose. Baltz gets it back to the point in Rabinowitz. Rabinowitz is going to ramp it around the boards. Chesson in the near side corner. Drops it to Walker. Tried to quick pass out to Baltz, but an active stick wouldn't allow it. Chance out in front, point blank. And O'Brien keeps it out. The ball, a good touch pass. He's checked into the bench of New Trier. On comes Lillybridge. He's going to shoot. Bouncing puck. Swiped away by Rabinowitz and cleared. Another big hit behind the play. Gabal and Rabinowitz, and they're John as they come up the ice.
Maybe the loudest this crowd's been all game long after that hit. Hope
Grady, sharp angle, big save by Lawrence. Puck still loose between the circles. Another chance. Lillybridge scores! Keaton Lillybridge gets the second goal of the game. It's 2-1 Loyola.
Here in the second period, shooting at the net right in front of your fellow students. Lillybridge right out in front, turned around and somehow finds a hole on the near side. Here's a closer replay. Dirtov waiting for the play. Rambler right behind the net. Makes the touch pass over to Keaton Lillybridge, and he gets that by. That's his 10th goal on the year and 17th point. It makes it 2-1 Loyola.
So with 5:15 left here in the second period, it's the first lead. Since the 15-minute mark of the first period. Stuff getting thrown on the ice now by the New Trier student section.
It's always what you got to be worried about when you have games attended like this, and it's mostly, you know, fans at the high school level, their former classmates, but you know, you haven't seen much of that all game long except for right there, which is a good sign in of itself.
If I know this game at all, I can't imagine it's the last thing. Well, hopefully not. Don't do that. It's dangerous. Won't want a skater to run over any of that. We've certainly seen issues with that before.
This rivalry has seen many rinks, Max, but here at American Heatland Ice Arena, dating back to 2017, New Trier Green on a 3-game winning streak in games of this matchup played at this barn. 4-1 in the last 5 overall. That doesn't include SHL playoffs, just the regular season.
So we're finally back underway with Loyola taking the lead for the first time since early in the first period. Brighton gives it up to Malinik, who's just going to drop the puck in deep. Lucas Cheris goes hard off the boards. Just misses the stick of Alex Cheris. So that'll be icing. And we'll come all the way back into the New Trier end.
Loyola Gold used to having pretty decent leads against teams over. You can tell he has no problem putting that puck on goal, even from that far out, looking to find an opening at one of those posts.
4:23 left here in the second. Offensive zone draw for the Trevians, who trail 2-1. Snow not able to win the draw. Schreiber's going to tie him up, but Snow fights to get the puck back behind the goal. Now outside far circle, gets to Rabinowitz. Tight quarters, so he's just got to drop the puck in deep. Hawkins stays back, doesn't pinch that time. Schreiber was darting up ice. Hawkins backside now, back door. A shot, fought off. Faulkner with a check behind the net. This time Hawkins pinches down to keep the puck in. Faulkner in the corner. Ritchie tries to throw it off. Snow now there to help. Puck now trapped along the far side boards. We'll see if we get a whistle here. Under 3.5 minutes left here in the second period. Finally the puck prize free. An opposite corner, Ryan Cowan there to collect it for Loyola. Cowan's going to fire the puck deep. Gustafson a touch play into the offensive zone. A whiff on a clearing attempt by Rabinowitz. Turning, shooting just over the crossbar by Gustafson. And Rabinowitz in the corner collects. Bounces over a couple of skates. Faulkner able to carry it out. Faulkner drops it in deep, not far enough as Cadlick able to easily clear. He misses a stick. This will go far enough for icing, and it will. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, LASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. 3:01 left here in the second period, 2-1 Loyola leads.
Loyola Gold not very used to being in such close games like this. 5+ goal wins and 2 9+ goal wins in this season, but New Trier Green being so high up in state, keeping them close.
High slot, he shoots, stick save aside. Now, good ball along the near side half boards, gets help from Grady, able to pry the puck loose. Here's Grady. He carries into the offensive zone, drags the puck, goes wide. Now a stuff attempt, follow-up, scores! Keaton Lillybridge with his second goal of the game, and it's 3-1 Loyola.
One of the more easier goals by Lillybridge he scored this year. That was all Garrett Grady. He was the guy leading the play, got around a couple of defenders for the Trevs, and he set that one up on a tee. Waiting right in front of the blue paint was 91 Gold. You said it, Max, second of the game, now 11 on the year for Keaton Lillybridge of the Ramblers.
So with 2:35 left here in the second period, now a 2-goal margin for Loyola. Fleetwood takes the draw with Boersma, and Boersma wins the puck right back for Gold. Rink wide pass, Gustafson. He'll carry the puck in. He's got Boersma and Schreiber. Boersma again in the slot. Puck loose between the hash marks. Trying to turn and fire was Gustafson. Not enough room, and it's forced out by New Trier. That one's going to wind up. Fire the puck in deep. Now Boersma battles in the corner. He's checked. Schreiber's going to come in to support him. Fleetwood takes Schreiber down. Now a huge scrum behind as Kroger joins the play with Gustafson as well from the Loyola side. Brighton has to retreat back into the neutral zone to take that puck. This puck going far enough for icing.
Now, New Trier Green, with only 1 minute 41 seconds left in the second period without a goal, is risking being held scoreless for 8 of their last 12 periods. That's 2 out of 3 to simplify it. Very, uncharacteristic for New Trier Green, but that all has to do with what Casey was talking about pregame, how they have, in 4 of their last 5 games, they're held to less than 2 goals. Very uncharacteristic for this highly offensively talented Trevians team.
They've been trying to find it here offensively. A bunch of 2-1 games in their last few matchups. Meanwhile, Loyola scoring tons of goals in pretty much every game they play offensively, especially that top line of Boersma, Schreiber. They've been elite. Lillybridge joining them as well. Gabal gets in on that scoring action for Loyola. Lots of depth for this Gold team and looking all of the #1 team in the state here tonight.
Loyola Gold averaging about 5 goals a game and averaging just 2 allowed.
Now Gabal gets the puck to Grady. Under a minute left here in the second period. Rabinowitz comes off the boards. Now Gustafson shoots off the post. That was nearly goal number 4. Big hit behind. It's going to be a penalty. Loyola's going to head to the power play. I don't think they realize it. They're trying to get the extra skater on the ice. Backhanded pass from Grady, and with 29 seconds left in the second period, penalty against New Trier.
Just want to talk about this chance for Gustafson. You could see him skating up out of nowhere, really. He is just waiting in prime position in the slot. A great pass across to find him, and you can see number 34, Gold, right there, kind of just sneaking into the play super unsuspectingly, rings the puck off the post, and just by that positioning right there, you can tell how fantastic of an offensive player he is.
Kroger having an extended conversation. What do you got for us, Casey?
Max, I saw just a huge sigh of relief from New Trier head coach Melton, and then disappointment when that penalty happened. So he just doesn't want them to score in these last 29 seconds.
Yeah, that would be a backbreaker. If they're able to find a goal here and on this power play for Loyola in the last 29, a 3-goal margin in the third period against this Loyola team would be a tall task for the Trevians.
You talk about Gustafson with 29 points, doesn't have one tonight, I don't believe, on Loyola's 3 goals, but you got to think that he's going out there for the last 29 on the power play before we switch sides. He was out there for a long shift before, but this extended break, because of the conversation between captains and the officials, is going to give him enough rest to come out with full force.
I'm not entirely sure what this conversation's been about, and it's been an extended one now between Kroger and Cowan. Have been talking to the officials for the better part of 60 to 90 seconds. Finally, we're going to get back underway. Sure, it's just to settle people down would be my guess, but face-off won by New Trier, a critical one, and they're able to clear now with 24 seconds left here in the second period.
Great start to the green PK, which had such an easy time killing off the penalty previous in this game.
Boersma carries the puck. He'll drop deep. Baltz checks him. Schreiber and Lillybridge, but easily cleared by New Trier with 6 seconds to go. And that should all but do it here for the second period. And after 2, a 3-1 Loyola leads here on their home ice in this rivalry game between the number 3 and number 1 team in the state. Dylan, it was Loyola that really took over there in the second period.
Yeah, coming into that second period tied, they finally scored a couple of goals that were a little bit more highlight reel goals instead of fluky goals. They have a 2-goal lead now. They're 10-1 this season when they lead after 2, when New Trier Green trails after 2. That's only happened 3 times in the 14 games that they've played, but 1, 2, and 0 when that happened, so just 1 win in the 3 instances.
So we'll take a timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're going to clean the ice and come back with third period action in just a couple of minutes right here on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live. Welcome back live. Third period action here from Heatland Ice Arena for the SHO Game of the Week. These two bitter rivals, New Trier and Loyola, meeting for the first time this season. Loyola leading 3-1 after 2 periods. And for more on that and what they'll do here in the third period, we're going to send it down to Kate Standahar, standing by with Loyola co-head coach Scott Sorello.
Thanks, Matt. Coach, 2 goals in the second period for Lillybridge. How does his line continue to set him up for success?
I mean, it's just hard work from here on out. It's tough to hear you. There's a lot of noise, controlling the emotions. I'm sorry I got to let you go here, though, because we're about to get started.
Thanks, Coach. Guys had to end it early on this one.
No worries. He is locked in down there, and he can't even hear you. That's how loud it is in here. So we'll try to catch Scott if he ends up winning this game. We'll try to catch him after the game. Of course, Bob Melton still hoping that it's him that we talk to after the game. And that'll all be settled here in the next 17 minutes.
Lillybridge extending a point streak to 3 before the third period gets underway. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my girlfriend watching back at her place. Michaela just celebrated our 1-year anniversary yesterday on December 10th. So she goes to Loyola University over there in Rogers Park. So maybe rooting for the gold back home, but
happy anniversary to you.
Thank you.
You're taking her out to a nice dinner the hereafter.
Sounds good. I'm ready for that. We had a nice night yesterday.
There you go.
Hockey tonight, Max.
Love that. Love that. Hockey tonight. We're underway here in the third period. Kroger now, dangerous pass. Here's a shot from Gustafson. Point bank. Follow-up shot just over the netting. And a cardinal sin there from Will Kroger as he tried to clear it up through the middle of the ice. Ryan Cowan nearly made him pay.
Huge pressure early. Still on the power play for Loyola Gold. Cowan, who shoots. It was stopped initially, and then trying to bank that in on the rebound chance was one of the Ramblers. Hard to get a number on that replay. I believe it was number 26, Boersma, who has a goal in this game, the icebreaker in the first. Looking for number 2, just like his teammate in 91, Lillybridge.
So 1:16 left on the power play for Loyola. Just 15 seconds here into the third period. Cusick, good stick work. Going to try to get something done shorthanded. Shoots wide of the net. Gustafson near side half board tries to collapse. Instead comes out to Schreiber. 3-on-1 for Loyola. Schreiber, Boersma, Lillybridge, a shot loose on the side. And I don't think Schreiber realized he had 2 wingers up to his left. Well, a pass there might have been more prudent. Either way, Loyola holds the puck here in the offensive zone on the power play. In the corner it comes. Pinching down is Boersma. Winding up shooting is Cowling. Big rebound right out in front. Not able to clear. Boersma outside side circle. He's checked off the puck by Cusick and cleared by New Trier with 34 left on the power play.
You said it, Max. Schreiber had 2 men aware. Just not sure if he realized that they were open and waiting for a pass. We'll get a replay on that soon.
Ooh. Now sharp angle shot, and the exclamation there from Dylan describes what we all saw. Very nearly squeaking by Lawrence, but he was up to the task.
Yeah, there it is. You see Schreiber skating on the right side. On his left, he's got a couple of men. You see Lillybridge, one of them, who has 2 goals already. And he just goes for the shot. Probably a way better chance was waiting for him if he passed it to one of his teammates, but nothing there.
Malinick behind with 10 seconds left on this power play. Baker, side of the net, calling for the puck. Lawrence hugging that post, keeps it out with 6 to go on the man advantage for the Ramblers.
You see Mikey Baker, number 88 in gold out there, just playing his 4th game of league play. Already 2 points in those 3 previous coming into this one. Just got done with the football season for Loyola Academy, so a late start here to the hockey schedule, but he's one of their key guys down the stretch.
Here's a sharp angle from Sharfstein. Forces it. Here's Latanzio. That's the end of the power play. Back to full strength is New Trier with 15:25 left in the third period.
5 shots on goal during that power play, Max.
Loyola much more aggressive power play. Chance in the between the circles for Sharfstein, but Douthit comes away with it for New Trier. Faulkner comes up the slot. Good stick from Fritchie. Slows that play down. Going up off the boards, but not out. Douthit traps it. Instead, Baker settles. He looks up ice. He'll go rink wide. And again, back rink wide. I don't think Sharfstein saw Baker, who had a better chance at playing that puck on, but that puck deflects up into the netting. And a draw to come.
And the goal scoring struggles keep on continuing for the Trevians. Just one game in this one. Of course, Loyola Academy, such a dominant team in every position, including defensively, which is part of the reason they're not able to get as many chances. But mentioned it earlier before we went on break. They're goalless in 8 of the last 12 periods they've played, not counting this one. It'll be 9 of the last 13 if a Loyola defense shuts them down here in the third as well.
There's Lillybridge, drops the puck in deep. Going to give Gabal a chance. Back at the point, Cowan settles it, shoots, knocked down by Buddington. Now stretch pass, Charis can't handle it at the blue line. Out to play it is O'Brien. Now Gabal far side half boards. Now spinning around the boards, Gabal has some trouble handling the puck at the blue line. Couldn't get the puck on his stick and just finally decided to check Tyler Smith instead. Now Grady. Grady skates wide, carries the puck in. He shoots, but well wide. He was looking for a deflection from St. John. Instead comes back out into the neutral zone. Rabinowitz back to collect for New Trier now. Glances up ice. He's got Miller. Miller just has to deflect it in deep. Now deflected as it comes out of the zone. Waltman checked off the puck. Bouncing high slot. Comes to St. John, who shoots, but knocked down in front by Cusick. And cleared by Jaden Sauer. 13:20 left here in the third. 3-1 Loyola leads. On comes Mikey Baker. Baker's going to drop it in deep, give St. John a chance. He reverses flow, but it comes to the stick of Cusick, who plays out. On comes Sauer. Sauer carries, losing an edge. Miller fought off by O'Brien on that wrist shot. Puck knocked down by Baker. Cusick settles it. He'll enter the zone, skate wide. Kadlick trying to catch up to him. Good stop by Cusick. A shot and a save from O'Brien.
Feels like that was Green's first shot on goal in about 2 or 3 minutes of game time, and Cusick right there. You can see number 13 in white and green taking the left circle shot. It really just puts it right at the logo on O'Brien's jersey in net. Right at the center of his chest. You're not going to beat him that way.
.48 left here in the third period. 3-1 Loyola leading. And face-off draw won by New Trier. A shot blocked out in front. Now Loyola coming back the other way in transition. Here's Cowan. Cowan's shot knocked down by Hawkins in front. Back at the point, Boersma. He elects to retreat back into the neutral zone, and Hawkins carries out. Carries into the zone, shoots, and into the glove of Kieran O'Brien.
O'Brien's been hot in those last 2 shots and all game long. Here's the replay of the most recent save. This time a little bit more difficult into his glove, but O'Brien positions himself very well every single shot he faces, and he's able to make a save that may be a little bit more difficult than he makes it seem. A lot of swagger for number 25 in net.
Cowan grabs that puck and able to force it out. Puck deflected up into the ceiling. Offensive zone draw coming for New Trier. 12:20 left here in the third period from Heatland Ice Arena for our second SHL game of the week. We double-dipped this week, getting 2 live games for you here. Of course, all great thanks to our sponsors who we thank throughout the broadcast. We'll get them some more airtime, but always fun when we can get a double dip in, and we had a great matchup on Wednesday night, an upset win for GBN over this Loyola team. That's the last game that Loyola played, so we're looking to get back on the winning stride. Here's a deflected puck in front, backhanded chance, and a couple of deflections were stopped out in front. Schreiber will skate. He gets checked hard as he enters the zone. He's a little bit slow to get to his feet. That gets the New Trier student section back into it. Now good touch play there by Cowan around one forward. Gets it to Gustafson, cross-ice Schreiber, shoots just over the crossbar. Couple of nice passes there from Loyola as they entered the offensive zone. Boersma with a big check in the corner. Comes loose to Schreiber, top of the circle. Schreiber turns, goes around one defenseman, now behind the goal. Has Boersma in the slot. Instead, tried to get it out to Schreiber. And a good active stick. Puck tossed out of the zone And an offense, it's going to be a neutral zone draw. I thought it was just tossed out of the rink by Baltz, it looked like.
Guys, watch this passing play here by a couple of first liners for Loyola Gold and their star defenseman. Cowan gives it to Gustafson after putting it through a defender's legs. A great backhand pass by Gustafson to Schreiber. Just misses the net. Over 60 goals combined, and 50 goals. Over 50 combined in those three skaters. Sorry, points, not goals.
Great offensive output from that top elite line, and they get some great help from their back end as well. Puck forced out. Now Faulkner settles down for New Trier. Douthit can't handle that puck through the neutral zone, so Ritchie fires up ice. Lillybridge tried to deflect in and settled down by Snow. Snow hits Douthit tape to tape. Douthit with speed skates wide. He's turned off the puck by Fritchie. New Trier wants a penalty. They're not going to get one. And here's another shot just wide. O'Brien sprawling in net. Shot blocked. And back the other way comes Loyola. Ritchie, after a good defensive play, is going to lead the rush for the Ramblers and at least let three skaters change. Got some fresh legs on the ice. Sharfstein and Baker. Puck just side of the net, being carried out by Cusick for New Trier. Cusick looks, hits Cheris at the blue line, stays on side, pad save, rebound right out into the slot, but no one from New Trier could put much on it. Puck comes now to Buddington below the goal line. He's checked off the puck, and out with it comes Malinick, but can't get it all the way out. Finally, it's Baker that's able to force it out into the neutral zone. New Trier coming right back. Cheris with a quick touch into the offensive zone for the Trevians, but right back out. Rabinowitz is going to follow. Now Cowan settles for Loyola. That puck will ride the rail. Kicked in front by Cowan, so it wouldn't be a shot on his netminder. Albrighton's going to spin it around the boards. Kept in at the point by Hawkins. Now Buddington getting active from his defensive spot. Just jumps over the stick of Tyler Smith, who had some space in the high slot.
That was a nice reception by Buddington, waiting at the blue line. A long pass came to his stick. He grabbed it perfectly. Just not a lot on that shot, though.
So 9:22 left here in the third period. Loyola leads 3-1. And outside of the goal that was given up just 2 minutes into the game, Kieran O'Brien has kept everything out. He's been that wall that Casey talked about earlier, stopping everything that's coming his way since that 15-minute mark of the first. And Latanzio using his body to gain some leverage and force it out. Here comes St. John with some speed. Waltman coming up the slot, has the puck taken off his stick. Miller back the other way. Jumps over the stick of Sauer. Now a sprawling shot from Miller. Goes wide of the net. New Trier, their best offensive play here over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Really the sense of urgency to try to find a second goal to get back in this game, but Waltman for Loyola goes around one defenseman. Chance out in front, active stick from Lawrence, forces that puck out. This puck's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here in the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, LASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. Still on 8:39 left here in the third period. I think that Kieran O'Brien save back in the middle of the second period, or Schmidt Goaltending save of the game to this point, but both goaltenders have been pretty darn solid in net.
Solid goaltending in net, but not a lot of flashy stuff.
Now active stick from Chesson, wrap attempt. He's going to try to fire a shot as he was going down to the ice, but couldn't get anything on it. Kroger keeps it in, deflected up into the netting, and an offensive zone draw coming for the Trevians.
Beautiful move by number 8, Butler Chesson, looking for his 10th point on the year and his 5th goal with this play. Pokes it around one defender, comes in on net, brings it to his forehand, and beats O'Brien. You can see Kieran O'Brien getting ready for the rush here as he goes down to his knees and leaves a wide open net for Chesson to shoot at, but he just loses the puck last minute.
3 unassisted goals here tonight. The only assist on the night coming for Garrett Grady on the Loyola side. He assisted on Lilliebridge's second goal, the 3rd goal for Loyola total. Losing his feet off the draw was Baltz. And a good pass high up off the boards. Gustafson trying to chase it down before it makes it for icing. He will. Schreiber deflects in front. Now body sprawled all over the ice. Back comes New Trier. Here's Chesson leading the rush. He'll skate wide. He'll look. He shoots just wide of the far post. Baltz going to follow it up. Touch pass out in front. Following it is Chesson, but can't get it past O'Brien. Sprawling on his belly to keep it out.
Max, you said it. 3 unassisted goals and just 1 assist on one of them. 4 different skaters out there in this game have a point, just 4, but that doesn't reflect the depth that both of these two teams have. When you look at the guys on the ice right now that are not wearing pads, just 2 players on combined are held without a point this season. They're both New Trier's Lucas Cheris and Henry Fleetwood. Everyone else, including the full Loyola skater roster, has a point.
I'm completely confused what Will Schreiber was doing behind the play. He was down.
Well, he was going to the New Trier bench.
No idea what just happened there.
Casey, you got anything for us down there?
Coach Melton is saying too many men, too many men. He's holding up his hands, holding up too many men.
Well,
I'll try to find out more.
Could you tell what Schreiber was doing on that end of the ice? The faceoff was here in the Loyola end, and Will Schreiber was 175 feet from the play.
Yeah, I didn't notice him trailing the play like that, but that was a strange instance for sure. And he was trying to sneak onto the New Trier Green bench like that was going to work.
I've never seen anything like that, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Schreiber was on the ice during the play, which he certainly was, I mean, that's proof enough that he went to the New Trier Green bench. Then that is a too many men penalty. Let's see if the officials get it right, though. Because Loyola had 5 guys around the faceoff dot getting ready for play action. Now there's a conversation with a couple of the New Trier captains, one of the Loyola captains, Cowan, and all 4 officials.
Guys, Coach Cirillo down on the Loyola bench is saying, how many guys do we need? Let's go. Let's figure it out. He's definitely disappointed with this delay here.
And you can see the New Trier bench, palms to the ceiling. Like, how is it not too many men on the ice? What's the discussion? The longer this discussion goes on, makes me think they're not going to see a too many men on the ice penalty. Jimmy, I don't know if we had any view of that end of the ice because the play was down here. Jimmy's shaking his head no.
And you could see Will Krager, who I've actually spoken to once or twice before a game, and he is livid. He's a very, very nonchalant kind of guy. Doesn't show a lot of really expression, physical expression when he's upset on the ice, but he wears the number C for New Trier Green. He's kind of cooled down a little bit, but he was very angry at the officials.
That's one of the strangest plays I've ever seen at a hockey rink. And to see Will Schreiber try to jump New Trier's bench to get off the ice.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a look at the live barn feed, which has the full panoramic view of the ice later on, and see what happened. But yeah, you said it, Max. That was a very strange play, and I'm not really sure exactly what happened, but Schreiber certainly was the 6th skater out there for Loyola while they were skating with the puck, and the time on the board was winding down, so that should be a penalty against the Loyola Academy, and they're not going to give one. And
yeah, after that, it's going to be 5-on-5 continued.
Wow.
One of the stranger plays you'll ever see at a rink. It was kind of funny to see Schreiber try to jump into the New Trier bench, and they all stood up and shoved him back on the ice. Again,
you're not going to get away with that.
It was so behind the play, I don't think we have any video of it.
Yeah, maybe live barn to see exactly how that developed. But
now coming loose, here's Lilliebridge, gets it back to Gabal. Gabal tries a stuff attempt, but Lawrence able to keep it out. And the goal off its posts. And are we going to get a penalty? This might be goaltender interference. Saw the arm go up. Or is it just going to be a signal for a draw?
good chance there by Gabal. Accepts the nice pass right in front of the net. Tries a shot shut down by Lawrence. Max Gabal has 9 points this season. Sorry, one moment.
Guys, there's some chirping going on between the benches here. Guys skating by, saying, having some choice words for each other. So it is just getting more intense down here.
Hey, you might have to turn into a bouncer there between the two teams, Casey. I hope you got your shoulders ready for that.
Yeah, I need shoulder pads and all kinds of stuff for that then. I'm not ready for that.
Cowan's clearance attempt goes high off the netting, but
maybe a good thing that Casey can turn on and off her mic down there as she has things to say, so we don't pick up everything that's being exchanged between the green and gold players.
7:13 left here in the third period. 3-1 Loyola leads. Grady gets tossed out of the faceoff dot. Keaton Lillybridge. And now Faulkner going to have the draw. Backhanded shot from Douthit. Usually sticked aside. Now Albrighton pinned in the corner. 5 or 6 bodies come together, jockeying for position. Trying to pry the puck loose as we're under 7 minutes to go here in the third. Puck comes out finally to Gabal, and he's right back on the boards, trapped against the wall. Grady gets the puck as it comes off the far corner. Nice spin move as he checks a man, but comes to Snow. Puck loose in the slot. Cowan's going to carry it out for Loyola with speed. Cowan skates wide. He tries to go around Rabinowitz, but Rabinowitz takes the puck away, fouled up, and cleared by New Trier.
Not a bad try, just didn't have all that much room, couldn't get the puck back.
Cowan doing his best forward impersonation from his defensive spot, the captain in gold for the Ramblers. Now Gabal, touch pass, turns it over. Smith with the shot. Fritchie steps in front of it. And Smith had a dangerous opportunity right there on the doorstep. 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Smith settles it for the Trevians. Rink wide Cheris. Gets it on to Buddington. Back to Cheris. Cheris skates. Backhanded, but knocked down by Baker. Not out. Kroger at the point. Shoots off the crossbar. And stays in the playing surface.
Second crossbar of this game, actually, well, second post, as Gustafson hit the iron earlier and Krager a crossbar.
Now Cheris carries it back in. New Trier really pressing here the last 5 minutes, looking for a goal to get back in it. They still trail by 2. And O'Brien's going to give a kiss to that crossbar to keep him up 2 goals. Now trapped at the point, away with it comes Malinek, but Kroger's going to toss it in deep and give Chesson a chance in the corner. New Trier gets 4 fresh legs on the ice with 5:08 left here in the third period. Comes to Hawkins. His big slap shot gets deflected up into the netting. And I believe an offensive zone draw coming for the Trevians.
There's the crossbar shot by Krager. He was right at the high slot and absolutely wired a wrister, and this will be a great angle. Oh, that is perfect camera work right there. You see it hit the crossbar and go straight up into the protective netting, so close to a goal for their top point-producing defenseman.
Shout out Patrick Loftus, the latest member of the SHL Network crew on camera tonight, taking over Matt Booten. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Schreiber and Gustafson. Schreiber, look, shoots. Rebound given and directed into the corner. Now Schreiber wins it back. He's got a man back at the point calling for it. Instead he goes cross ice to the opposite point, Cowan. A shot knocked down by Hawkins. Comes loose in the middle. Then back to Cowan near point. He'll drop it in deep. Gustafson has a hot pass out to the circle instead. Wrapped around the boards by Rabinowitz, but not out. Cowan fires it right back in. Side of the net now Gustafson. Shot from Schreiber and fought off by Lawrence. Shot from Albrighton. Loose side of the net. Backhanded shot from Schreiber. It was turned aside after 2 straight shots and forced out into the neutral zone by the Trevians.
Loyola's been so dominant these last few minutes, and only 4:10 on the clock. New Trier needs to find 2 goals, and Loyola, just the way that they've been playing, is going to make it very hard to do that.
4 minutes exactly left here in the third period. Gustafson gets this puck in the neutral zone. Will chip it deep, but not all the way as Hawkins steps in front of it. Now fouling it, and Walker tried to play around Fritchie, wasn't able to. Gracie going to throw it into the offensive zone. Again comes back to Fritchie. And played in deep. Snow will chase it. 3:30 left here. Chance out in front. No one from New Trier could put a stick on it. It was Snow that just missed it. Now Kroger back in his own zone will set it up. Douthit has that puck bounce off his stick. Loses possession through the neutral zone, settled by Fritchie. Gabal goes around one. He'll throw it in deep, and Loyola very content right now to clog up the neutral zone and keep firing pucks in deep. Gabal's going to chase the puck here a little bit, try to eat up some time with 3:05 left in the third. Now Buddington gets the puck free. He'll shoot, but blocked by Albrighton. Backhanded pass, puck loose in the slot, bouncing so no one could get a backdoor chance now from Cusick, and a huge save from O'Brien. Again, a sharp angled shot, backhanded. Steered aside by O'Brien. I amend my statement, Don. That was your Schmidt goaltending save of the game right there from Kieran O'Brien to keep it a 2-goal lead.
We're going to get a look at it right now. You see this play right out in front. It goes back to Krager at the right point. The first save is made, and then Cusick, boy, if he was left-handed.
Or if he just takes the backhanded shot. He tried to get it to his forehand. I think he had a wide enough open goal where if he would have just taken a backhanded shot there, he might have been better off.
Waited a little bit too long, but yeah, if he took the backhander, oh man, maybe a different story.
Guys, I saw it over on the bench here for Loyola. Michael Latanzio, number 10, kind of stretching out his neck and wrist. I don't know if he was hurt during earlier play, but looks like he's back in line.
Already thin on the back end is Loyola here tonight, but 2:15 to go. We'll keep an eye on the New Trier goal. It's still occupied by Lawrence and cleared by Loyola, but it hit the roof. So an offensive zone draw coming here for New Trier. You would have to think maybe a timeout from Bob Melton, and at the very least, an empty net. No, Lawrence is going to stay in his net here with 2:10 left in the third.
I don't mind the decision by Bob Melton. You know, it's been Loyola outplaying you so much. You really want to have possession before you go with the empty net. You don't want to risk it, even with an offensive zone draw. You want to have that clear possession before you go with the empty net.
So a draw, a stalemate. Eventually New Trier gets the puck behind Chesson. Chesson drops the ball. He's checked. Boersma pinned against the boards. Still in net is Lawrence. Doesn't seem to be even a consideration right now on the New Trier bench. Puck comes back out to Kroger. Shot goes wide. Now 1:45 to go in the game. Again, Balt's behind. Deflected puck comes back onto the neutral zone. Schreiber 2-on-1. Here comes Schreiber and Gustafson. Gustafson calling for the puck. Schreiber shoots. Big save, Lawrence. Now Schreiber, he's just going to play the puck back behind him with 1:25 left in the third. Chesson behind his own net.
That was the second time Max Schreiber led the charge on an odd man rush and went for the shot and was stopped.
Trying to chip the puck in deep. Now New Trier looking at an empty net. He's headed right back. As Lawrence has the puck come in on him. Now you would think as soon as they break the defensive zone here, that Lawrence is going to dart for the bench, but can't do it as Lillibridge is going to steal the puck back.
Less than a minute.
They're going to go four corners here and waste some time. Under a minute to go. Up two is Loyola. Now they're going to let New Trier chase. The ball's going to get the puck, and he's going to get the puck. No, he's not able to get the puck all the way deep. Gets it back. Now tosses it in behind. Crunch time here as New Trier needs 2 goals in the last 30 seconds.
They haven't been able to get the goalie off at all.
Now getting it right back. Gustafson 2-on-0. Can they put the exclamation mark? Trying to kick it in. It's a penalty, and will it be a penalty shot? And a collision afterwards is Gustafson, and a cross-check from Kroger, and just calmly pointing to the scoreboard is Gustafson with 19.7 seconds left.
He's fired up, number 34, Gold. He just somehow finds a way to get this by a defender and have a partial breakaway in from the left side. Gets stopped, and he said it draws a penalty. New Trier gets their 3rd penalty of this game. Alex Cheris having a seat. Off the ice is going to be Gustafson as well. They're going to give him a penalty as well.
And they're still chirping each other in the box. Not sure why Gustafson deserved a penalty there, but doesn't seem as though it's going to matter.
Man, to have these two teams this fired up after this game, Max, to have 2 more meetings between these two sides of the regular season, and for them to both be on the SHL network, one of which the rivalry series presented by the Blackhawks, so much more fun stuff to come between green and gold.
Lots to come between these two teams, whether it be in the SHL or in the A-High State playoffs. We have a long way to go.
These two teams, Max, have met in the playoffs, at least the SHL playoffs, every season since 2013-14, which was just the second season of existence for the SHL.
And I just have a hunch we're going to see that again, but right now 2 points well on the line here for Loyola. Winning this draw, Loyola's going to win this game. A big win for Loyola following a loss earlier in the week to GBN to take their place back firmly on top of the SHL with 6.1 to go. Of course, stay with us next week. Your next SHL game of the week will be next Wednesday. New Trier and Glenbrook North. We'll be live from Northbrook Ice Arena for that game. Face-off draw to come to the right. Comes right to the glove of Lawrence. So last 6 seconds here, taking a little bit of time. But Dylan, in a game where we had a frantic start, and then about 25 minutes of the teams going up and down the ice, and a couple of late second period goals. The difference here tonight, Loyola going to get 2 points and win this huge rivalry game.
Loyola wins the first matchup of the season against New Trier Green, and the first time that's happened, Max, since 2017. It's always gone to New Trier Green the first time these two teams match up. This time Loyola Golden, they're pumped about it. And their student section is just as pumped as them. And that student section for the Ramblers never lost an ounce of energy that they had 10 minutes before puck drop until right now.
An awesome atmosphere here tonight. I mean, beyond sellout between these two bitter rivals, separated by a half a mile and up and Wilmette. Just off of Lake Avenue there between Lake and Willow, these two schools reside. And we're standing by here as Casey's going to try to track down a player or two here post-game.
You're down there getting ready to at least talk to a coach.
Hopefully we get Scott Sorello here. We're going to get Scott. So Casey, we'll send it down to you.
Coach, Keaton Lillybridge, 2 goals in the second period. How did his line set him up for success tonight?
It was all about the forecheck. They just were real aggressive, and Keaton was lucky enough to finish those, so I'm happy for him.
Him making this game what it is, a 3-1 game, but your team struggled to execute on the power play. What were some of the struggles there?
I mean, I think they're first in the league in killing. They're just a good team at that. So, but no, I'm really happy. Just a shout out to our goaltender, COB. Really good game. But I'll let you talk to the celebrity here.
Thank you so much. Hey, how does this rivalry win feel tonight?
It feels great. We haven't won in a while, and to win it here in front of a lot of fans feels really good.
The fans so loud and just truly making this what it was tonight. But your team just ready for the test. What does this mean going forward?
I think this is how we should be playing all the games. I mean, we showed it today, and we can show it to a lot of other teams.
Thank you so much. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Casey. Keaton Lillybridge clearly excited with his team. Obviously, appreciate Scott Sorello there calling out Kieran O'Brien, who was outstanding tonight in net. Had our Schmidt goaltending save of the game. Dylan, you have the 3 stars of the game.
I'm going to give the number 3 star to New Trier Green's Joseph Buddington, the lone goal on the board for the Trevians. And besides that, just a lot of great opportunities for number 7 White in a game where New Trier Green was pretty defensively dominated by Loyola. So good to see him put one in and play well against a great LAG defense. 2nd star I'm going to give to O'Brien. Just 1 goal allowed. COB, as nicknamed by the coach you just heard in that interview. Not clear how many saves he made. No shots on goal being posted up here on the scoreboard at Heartland, but 1 goal allowed and plenty of great saves, including the Schmidt goaltending save of the game, which you were talking about earlier. Number 1 star, the guy you just heard from, Keaton Lillybridge. 2 goals on the night. He was scoring his 10th and 11th goal. So he's had a great season overall. Gets 2 in a huge rivalry game and led the way for the Ramblers overall.
So an electric atmosphere here tonight. At the end of the day, a 3-1 Loyola win. 2 key points here in the SHL. But these two teams aren't finished yet. Plenty of business to be completed between the two as the calendar rolls on. I want to give our great crew big thanks here tonight. Patrick Loftus, his first game with us here on the SHL Network, doing the camera duty, doing an outstanding job here tonight. Of course, Jimmy the Wiz Olsen bringing you all the replays, graphics, and all the great production work that he does behind the laptop. Casey Standahar down on ice level, bringing you the sights and sounds from between the benches. And, of course, Dylan Ward to my left. I am Max Anderson. Thank you all for joining us here tonight, and we'll talk to you again Wednesday night for Glenbrook North versus New Trier. Everybody have a great Saturday night.